Huh. Okay, landing page feedback for IndieHackers. Livestream. What do we call today? Today it's like Tuesday stream. Landing page feedback. All right, just setting this little few things here. Boom, save, and we are live. I think I've been live for the last 30 seconds, but okay. So what do we have here? Well, we have live streams and loads of landing page feedback that I can provide. So let's see what happens, right? Okay, I got everything sorted out. Music, my microphone, just double checking before going live. Hopefully the levels are good. Pulling, there you go. Silly headset that I have. Hopefully it's good enough. Anyways, let's begin. So, Joan Bella, Bug Catcher Landing Page Part 2. About a week ago, I published the problem statement for my new product, Bug Catcher. There was a lot of great feedback in the thread, mostly pointing me in the direction of creating a landing page that was a bit more visually engaging. So, you've reworked it, and let's take a look. Frictionless front-end feedback. The front-end QA process shouldn't be such a pain. Send precise actionable feedback from your website directly to tools you're already using. There's a request an invite, there's a sign in. Okay, very simple, straightforward page. So let's break this one down. So I look at your logo, Bug Catcher. Yeah, it's got a good name. But let's analyze what's on your homepage. You have a sign-in button. So if I press this, I expect there's a product here somewhere. But then when I scroll through your page, I'm missing screenshot of the actual product that you're trying to sell me, right? And also, tell me about your value proposition. What exactly are you trying to sell me? Precise, actionable feedback from website directly to the tools. So can you be precise about what tools are you using? Like Envision, like what tools? Like what are we talking about here? WordPress, Google Analytics. I'm kind of confused. So that's definitely a big question mark. Now, you're saying request an invite to your product, but your product isn't really defined because there's no screenshot, there's no demo, there's nothing. So Prime Cloud, right? From Josh, I did a video on this product a while ago. You can see how his product, there's a screenshot that shows me exactly what he's building. He's building a dashboard for delivering and deploying projects, managing, deploying, scaling, whatever. You're missing something like that. I have no idea what I'm signing up for, and therefore I will skip. I'll like scroll down, and then here you hit me with kind of like your value prop, right? Report issues without leaving your site. So you're basically providing a layer on top of my website to leave comments, right? Is that hopefully I'm understanding this right? And the problem is that people, they don't want to use Google Docs, etc., etc. They don't want to take screenshots. So maybe you should show me, what's going on before, so like what's going on before. And then the process is like people take screenshots, they open Google Docs, they paste their screenshots, they write comments, and then they share the Google Docs by emailing it to their friends. And that takes, money and, most importantly, time. Therefore, it's a bad process, which could be totally done better by using the embed bug catcher widget, which, by the way, allows you to get actionable feedback and boost productivity. So if you follow a kind of like this line of thought, this structure, you understand why it's better to show how the current solution sucks. Your solution has a much more valuable solution, right? And with that, you can basically show the benefits. And all of this stuff basically comes for free, right? Like you build this tool and then you're basically automatically more productive. You know, it's seamless, it's quick, it's embeddable, etc., etc. Another thing you're missing is testimonials. Also here you're missing some stuff. I see that, you know, if you're gonna post one blog post on your homepage, maybe try and have 3. At least it's like it balances out. It kind of looks like there's a lot of white space here that's like woo, a black hole, and it's not a nice look. So I understand maybe it's, you know, very early on, but think about your design choices, right? Sounds interesting. I mean, sounds interesting, I guess. Join the early invitation list and stay in the loop. Okay, so this is again the same thing, the call to action that nobody's gonna you know, click, because you're not really selling me on the idea of how much better it is. There's no data that says like, you know, time and money spent using your product over like another, you know, the current solution. There is no lead magnet. You know, a lead magnet is something like, hey, you put your email here and I'll give you something that's unique. You know, I'll give you a course, I'll give you a PDF that shows you how to debug websites. I don't know, something you can come up with. So all in all, and oh yeah, hold on, one more thing. Where's your about me page? You know, who are you and why are you building this? Like, why should I trust you, right? Does that make sense? I hope it does. That's a lot of feedback. So Mr. John Bella, here's your 7 minutes of feedback for you. Let's go to the next one. Privacy and analytics. So I came across a beautiful solution called Metomic to handle Ryboard's privacy UX. Okay. What is this? Whoa, this is too complicated. Huh. This requires thinking. Not good for live streams. Sorry, next. Launching this week. Looking for feedback. SaaS geospatial imagery. Create new value from your geospatial imagery. Okay. You got me. New value. Okay. Okay. Bring the whole process of building machine learning algorithms for satellites and aerial imagery in hours, not weeks. So again, this is very marketing, and instead I'm wondering, how does that work? So fair enough, new value, machine learning. I'll scroll. Let's have a look. Get started, call to action, request a demo. So this button here, I have some questions about it. I wonder how many people click this. You're missing maybe a massive video explainer or an image or something that shows how you can create this value that you're talking about, and immediately you're just asking me to request a demo. I mean, I'd be super curious to see how many people actually click on this button straight out. So good thing, you know, social proof. Got some testimonials here, companies that might be using your product. How does it work? Our API removes the barrier to performing deep learning with geospatial imagery for developers. I mean, look how much better of a line this would be compared to this one here. You know what I mean? It's nuts. Imagine if it was like that, right? Our API removes the barrier to performing deep learning with geospatial imagery for developers. And I'm like, holy crap, okay, how? And that's why people scroll, because you catch them into this little, you know, like, like, wow, what? You know, when you can get to the wow, what? I want to know more. That's why when people start scrolling. Otherwise they'll be like, man, I didn't get the header, I'm out of here, right? A lot of people, or they just scroll and they don't know what they're looking for. So how does it work? Okay, let's dig. So solve problems in agriculture, utilities, urban, Python package, upload, 1, 2, 3. That's pretty cool. The use cases for different audiences. And that's the thing, when you create a homepage, it's really hard that what you have to do is you have to tailor your homepage for so many different audiences, right? So when you're early on, you don't want to do that. You want to start with one audience, like the one that you think will stick the most. So whether it's data scientists, which by the way can usually also code, maybe that's what you want to go for. And tell me more about it. Are these clickable? Yes, they are. No, they're not. They take me back to the homepage. So the question that I would have is, okay, I understand that this is definitely interesting. How does it work? What can I use it to? What can I apply? When you tell me about solving problems in agriculture, utilities, urban, etc., rather, I would really want to see more examples of this. Maybe, you have like a button or some bullet points that say like view example, view example, view example, or maybe you have example here, another example here, and another example here. It's some buttons. I can click. I can see exactly what's going on. Okay, cool. You have a pricing. That's nice. I really like the look of this. Shows me exactly what I'm getting, and then shows me what I'm not getting. So good job on that. 5,000 credits for free, etc., etc. Buy. Read more. What does that do? FAQ. Okay. Yep. Very cool. Very good. More info. Ready to create your first model? Start your free trial. Contact us. Why is there an asterisk here? Where does it go to? Huh. Interesting. I don't know why you do this. Oh, you can probably explain it to me. And yeah, lead magnet, no lead magnet. So be cool if like I give you my email and you send me like a tutorial on how to use this, or like you can show me a video here of what here, like I was saying earlier, show me a video of what this thing is all about. How do people use it? What does it allow me to do? What can I do with it? Deep learning with geospatial imagery for developers. So I can basically do what, right? Train your bespoke model. So okay. Training to recognize stuff, I suppose. Yeah, I think that's what it is. So if you use the right wording on your landing page, it will help the audience understand it better. So with that being said, I'm not even gonna click on these things because that's a whole different, okay, the whole different beast. API. Cool. And that was for Federico Bale from Buenos Aires. Cool. All right. I worked way too hard on this. Okay. Hey hackers, ship my first SaaS, behold.so. The easy Instagram feed API. Okay, so this is cool. Cool website for sure. Very, 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 very nice. So the header, the easy Instagram feed API. Super straightforward, right? It allows me to grab the feed API from Instagram. Fetch a feed of Instagram post with your client-side JavaScript, no server code, no API keys, no worries. Oh, okay. So I can just embed it somewhere, right? Oh, nice. And this is literally showing me images from someone's feed. So if I open this, examples, so cool. All right, get started. Here what you can do is you can have a risk reversal little text that says 14 days trial, no credit card required, or we have a free tier, something. And then here what you say is like, you hit me with the typical marketing bullshit: secure, simple, and fast. I think here you can do a much better job. Like talk to me about the use cases. So instead of secure, if I understand this right, it would be like you don't have to share your sensitive tokens. You're saying prevent unauthorized usage, whitelisted, etc. So basically it's about the ease of use of the embeddability, right? So you can embed that would be it, right? Like embed your timelines securely, right? And that's a much more tailored sentence, so to speak, for an audience that wants to simply embed their timeline in their, maybe in their blog or maybe on their homepage without having other people scrape, you know, their stuff, right? Simple. Add authorized accounts with shareable link, get a JSON feed of post, easy peasy. So again, what do I do? Now the question for me would be, what do I do with this JSON feed of post? Do I need to install a new library and parse the JSON feed and then render it? So this is cool. Feeds are cached and updated asynchronously, so you get faster response time. Okay, so this is like, you know, no downtime. Always have, you know, instead of fast, it would be like always get your latest, your feeds images up to speed, you know, up to date. Show more. Oh, okay. Reliable, flexible, private. These are like added benefits, right? Can you make GET requests? Then you're good to go. So this is, you know, this basically limits the amount of people that can use your tool, because people cannot make GET requests. Like, yeah, you probably need to write some plugin, right? If you were to sell this to like people using WordPress. But fair enough. Maybe what you want to do here is have some kind of buttons that says show you a tutorial, show me how, right? And then how it works. So you have a carousel with two. So instead of having a carousel with this, why don't you just do text image, the typical image text, whoops, and you just show me, you know, this and that one after the other one. And finally, get started for free. I love that the color, it's like there's a nice gradient. It's really well thought of, and the colors go really well together. But what I'm missing is an about you page here. I don't know why I should use your product over maybe a more commercially viable solution. It'd be interesting. Definitely get started. There's this obsession with having 4 tiers. A lot of people, like even the website I analyzed before in this live stream, they had 4 tiers. I don't understand. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to do a breakdown of pricing tiers soon. So I get free, personal, business, and agency. So you need to highlight this more, right? Whichever you want people to buy, which I think, you know, this, no, I think most people will buy the personal one, and then maybe they'll, you know, naturally upgrade to business if they like what they're buying. But 3 feeds for $5, that's not bad at all. Most people have 1 feed, so interesting. 6 images, 50, like who needs 50 images? I guess, you know, you can modify them on the client side. Cool. Nice. You have a little FAQ section. Get started for free. This is kind of like repeated. Yeah, work on the highlighting stuff here. And then another thing that's important is your FAQ and your pricing page are on the same page. That's kind of dodgy. Anyways, no testimonials, no about me page. This section, it's animated, it's super cool, but I would keep it, you know, as instead of a carousel, I'd keep it one below the other one. I would rework the text here to be a bit more customer centric. Talk to me about the use cases. Talk to me about the benefits over the competitors. Why should I use yours? Why not whatever else is out there? Yeah, I think that's a good amount of feedback. Let's go to this one. Launch my first startup, Webutils, a modular utility platform for developers. What are your thoughts? Okay, a modular utility platform. I've never ever heard of this. Development to, okay. Modular design, RESTful API, fair pricing. What are the modules? Let's have a look. There's nothing about module. Okay, here maybe. Okay. Okay, so basically, interesting. So the development toolkit. So this header doesn't really work for me. It needs to be more specific. what is your value proposition, and or what is it that you do that wows, you know, your audience. If you say something that's too generic, like save thousands of hours of developer time, that's not gonna work. What you gotta say, it's something, you know, like we created components for you, or we created the logic so you don't have to write the logic, something like that. These modules, I would try and feature the modules, you know, on your homepage, kind of explain what you can build it with. Yeah, this is a feature that's pretty cool. This is not really a feature. This is not something that you want to highlight. Fair pricing. I mean, it's a given that you're gonna fairly price your product, right? It's cool that you have some stats, but these stats are based on what? Do you have some early testimonials that you can place here? Like, for example, you know, picture of a person, you know, Alice whatever, senior engineer at linkedin.com or whatever, and then there's a quote. I used Webutils for my team and we, you know, saved 600 hours building stuff. There you go. And then this is just your blog. It doesn't really add value on your homepage when you're missing other stuff like testimonials, social proof, although you have this one with one upvote, so probably don't add this here. It's not really constructive, right? It doesn't really help you when you only have one upvote. Yeah, this page needs a little bit more work, so let's get back to this later with a comment. Alright, Paul G, new landing page, need feedback. Hey there, I just published a new landing page for Plan My Forest. Okay, what do you understand the project? What about the design? Okay, let's have a look. Plan Your Forest here, it will be planted in real life. Plant trees with Plan My Forest is the easiest and funniest? No, most fun. I mean, otherwise it makes you laugh, right? Funniest, it's not a comic, it's not a joke, right? So, or maybe it's the easiest and most fun way to save the world and promote your website. So let me guess your idea. It's that I somehow select, let's see your video. So it's really hard to see on your video what's going on here. Maybe you need to like zoom in, like do a more zoomed in video, like closer to what's going on the screen, and then, you know, as it moves, you zoom in or out. But I assume you can basically pay and purchase trees to be planted. Okay, so it's like a widget or like some kind of add-on that people can install on their checkout process to plant trees, right? That's cool. Social proof. It's a very simple landing page. I really like it. The forest is the best solution for climate and biodiversity. Act for the earth with fun. I don't think that's good English. Act for the earth. Plant trees and promote your company. Reach the top of the leaderboard. Generate a souvenir of your forest. Huh. Okay. Okay. And then here, join the new version. So I don't think this gonna work. Like, people don't want to join an email list just for the new version. You know, if you're trying to like attract people, you should say something like, test this for your website today, or like get a demo of how other people are using it, like an actual like where is this implemented? Like if I click on this, will your widgety platform thing work? Can I see it in action somewhere? And here I like this. There's data about how the solution of planting forest helps. So let's plant my forest. Sweet. Yeah, interesting. It's definitely a good idea. I mean, other than the idea being good, I like that you created it as a kind of like you do it at checkout or prior to checkout, or you purchase it and you get it, right? It's something fun that you can give as a reward for like charities or her earth conscious companies, etc. So I just think that you need to like sell it to me a little bit more. Like, are you trying to? I think this is not, it's a tool for that somebody's gonna have to implement, but I don't know how it would be implemented. Does that make sense? For example, is this going to be a thing that's hosted on your website and I just get it as a subdomain and then I embed it as an iframe, or what? So all that information is kind of missing. Link your website to your forest. You see what I mean? It's very like, I understand how it works, I can see how it works, but I don't understand how this, you're trying to sell it to me, so I need to understand how I can implement it. If I don't see myself implementing this, I'm not gonna purchase it. Yeah, think with that perception. Cool. So Paul, that's my feedback for you. Launched yesterday and would love your feedback. Number 4 on Product Hunt. Submit your startup to 152 directories. Oh, I've seen this kind of stuff before. This is cool. It's basically, it's a service where you go and reverse the screen scrape, right? Like you submit your startup, you match with the best startups, launch your campaign, track submission, and it gives you a bunch of things. Pricing with emojis. Free view now. You basically get to see the list of where you submit it. For £99, you actually submit it for 50 directories. I don't like how you've done this though. Why did you cross some things here and then you got some more here that aren't crossed? So what if you had them in order so that submission, yup, this one doesn't get it, this one get it, but then these ones are like checked, crossed out, but they're at the bottom. So first I see the things, the features that I get for the price, and then what I'm missing out. So some more. Where will you post your startup? Website, Product Hunt, beta list, beta page, Hacker News, startups, entrepreneur, I made this, and more and more and more. So FAQ, submit juice, pretty cool. There's definitely a need for this. A lot of people don't know how to do it. Now in terms of like copy and stuff, yeah, this works very well. This is the value prop, right? Taking away the boring, it sucks, takes time, I pay, etc, etc. So what do you think I would be, what I think you're missing is testimonials. Show me who you've done it for, because otherwise I can't really trust you, right? I'm like, well, anybody can say they're gonna do this, but is it successful? Also, I like how this is just a V. Instead of an arrow, that's just a V. That's smart. I like that. It's very cute. Very effective. I think you need to show me more. You need to show me examples. Then I would trust you. Then I would want to go ahead and pay £99. Check out Stripe. Heck yeah, dude. Stripe is the best. Awesome. Okay. This was Submit My Juice and Michael Andreuzza. Okay, hello everybody. I've removed the blocks and wiki templates. I was wondering. Okay. Let's do this. Let's have a look. HTML responsive templates ready to customize out of the box. Yep, that's a good value prop, I immediately know what I'm looking at here. For startups and personal use. Explore or see pricing. I would not want to see price here, right? I just want to explore first. Like that's just what do you call it? Like a my oh my god, I'm totally bugged out. My brain is bugged out. But it's my it's what I would do. I wouldn't want to see price immediately. I want to see the templates. So I scroll down, a solution tailored to your needs. Fair enough. How so? Helps you jumpstart your starter landing page by providing you with easy and to customize building blocks and templates. You have markup, style, responsive, and you get files. This is how it works. You download, you unpack it, you set up, you code. There's also an npm package prepare. Cool. And you support Bulma, Tailwind, and Boots. I feel like this thing here, you should like talk about it early on, right? You should say, whether you're in Bulma, Tailwind, or Bootstrap, we support your library. Like we work with what you work with, right? And then here I can demo it every single block, which is pretty cool. The typical startup title impressing potential users. Very cool. Brighton. These are all free. I can purchase them for free. Okay. The templates are also available in packages. So you get all the Bulma templates, all the templates, all just the Tailwind templates. So when you say all like, okay, question. All templates, what do I get? This isn't, it doesn't really help because I don't know what I'm getting. I have no clue what I'm getting. I'm like, I'm not gonna give you money if I don't know what I'm buying, right? Oh, there's a typo here. Refunds, that's not how you spell it, but fair enough. You got feedback? Well, no, because I haven't seen the template. Who is working on this? Spanish. Michael Andreuza. Fair enough. I love this avatar. Pretty cool. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't see the templates. I don't want to buy it, right? Oh, now, okay. So this is where the templates are. They're hidden under the categories. This is so counterintuitive. I mean, as you can see, I only clicked at the end. I would have not clicked at the start. I thought this was just some text saying, we support this. Maybe, I don't know, maybe make it look like 3 buttons. Or like, have a header that says, pick, you know, this is how it works. Pick your library of choice. 1, select a template, purchase template, go and code. That would be a little bit better. Okay, Michael, that's some solid feedback I just gave you right there. Let's move on. And I've seen this one before. I think I've already done this one. The best landing page I've created. Tom. Okay, it's the best and only landing page I've ever made. So as you can see, I already... Okay, now it loads. Diversity and inclusion starts in Slack. Promote inclusive language and help your team become better allies. Awesome. So you're sending me something that connects to Slack, as you can see from the call to action. And it's really cool because, you know, I just want to go and buy it or try it. But instead, no, you cannot add it to that. So I forgot the word. Oh my gosh. It's not misinterpretation, but it's not really aligned with my intention. The intention is I want to add it to Slack, but you're lying to me because you're like, boom, oh, it's invite only. So instead, the text should say, sign up for early beta, or notify me when you launch. Spell check for inclusive language. Wow, this is so cool. This is smart. I love this idea. Not silencing, just a suggestion. Private messages lets you know when you screw up. Basically, inclusive leaders have better stuff. Yeah, I mean, although just with this little screenshot, I'm sold on the idea. I think this is very, very powerful, and more companies should have stuff like this, especially when you know you have issues at the workplace where people aren't inclusive or very, you know, you have a feeling that something is going on. Okay, no question, this is helpful. There's no pricing yet. I guess you just add it to your Slack. How do you configure it? Is it based on triggers? Tell me more about how it works. That's what I kind of would request from this homepage. I want to know, I understand what it does. Now I want to know how it works, how much it costs, and yeah, you know, kind of like the reasoning of how you came up with this idea. Like, who are you? Are you an expert in, you know, diversity and inclusion, like culture management, that kind of stuff? You know, like Facebook always hires those consultants to help them out with all the issues. So Tom, good job on the idea. Very, very cool. And landing page, not too bad, can be improved though. Consulting business, let's have a look at this one. And then maybe I'll wrap up soon. So, landing page for your consulting business, tiny box. Okay, let's have a look. Creating high-powered e-commerce solution for local businesses. Hey, I'm Michael, the founder of Tinybox. I work to grow your business through e-commerce, website development, and optimization. Start selling online. Okay, so Huh. This is very simple, there's not much on this page. I guess you really want me to press this button. But then there's nothing. Okay. I don't have an understanding of what you're doing. Like, I don't see a portfolio, I don't see testimonials, I don't see the way you work, I don't see blog posts, I don't see your social influence. You know, like, are you on Twitter? Are you on GitHub? Have you contributed to some products that, you know, I should know about? Are you on the press? No. Social proof? No. So, yeah. No. No, sorry. I think you need to work on this a little bit more before submitting it. I mean, it's very early on, I guess. This is a question. Should I allow users to use the product before they sign up? So this is a very good question. A lot of people have like those like rinse and repeat demos where you try the product, you see how it works, and then you're basically asked, hey, do you want to try this on your own account? Sign up here. So apparently you're saying that you're doing doc to site. Turn your Google Doc into a website. Okay. So you share the document URL, you choose the template, you go decide. That's very straightforward. Cool. It's free, you deserve it. Okay. I think you could totally have this as a try before you buy kind of thing, where you don't really publish it to the open web, but it shows how it turns the product into an actual website, like your page into a website. So yeah, I think the answer is yes. For your use case, the answer is yes. Okay, let's do this one, since that one was very quick. Oops. Recently launched my product landing page. This kind is possible. Longshot.ai. Generating powerful headlines. An AI-enabled writer for marketers, content creators, and innovators. Awesome. This is awesome. Yeah. Great organic traffic. Longshot is a natural language generation platform that automatically generates headlines that deliver ROI. Use it for your blogs. Da 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 da. Okay. Uses data, optimizes the headline. It creates it based on your audience. It saves you a lot of time. It works for blog titles. It works for marketers, product marketers, more marketers, emails. Start your free trial. Get notified by your company. So what is this website missing? There's a video that shows how the product works. There's no testimonials of people that use it, so you're probably very early on. The video here is very like zoomed out, so I don't really know what's going on really. I like the imagery, but I feel like if there were more images about this product, like show me some of the headlines that you generated versus the ones that humans have created, and show me some data that shows that yours are better or at least equally good to the ones that, you know, a human spent time and money, you know, so you paid someone to do it. Use cases. Yeah, I also was expecting to be able to click some of this because I want to really see what those headlines, that's probably like people would be like, oh, I really wonder what it looks like. I really wonder what they read like. So if you don't let people see those, then you're basically it's like shooting your own food, right? So that's the feedback for you. Okay. Well, 39 minutes of live stream. I think today we've done a lot. And now I have to go back and take notes and link things around. So it's been a good live stream. Thanks for watching. And if I reviewed one of your website and you thought it was valuable, consider subscribing. You know the drill. Hit that like button, right? Thank you so much and have a good rest of your day.